right, math friends, we're going to work on the review for chapter 4, the first part of chapter 4, covering sections 5.5, 4.1, and 4.7. We will be talking about all the different kinds of triangle properties and how sides and angles are all related. A couple things to note: all of the starred questions are the ones you're going to find in this video, and if you're going through your review, each section of the worksheet tells you where to reference in your notes if you want to go back and study something. If I'm looking at these first two questions, it asks, how do you find the biggest angle if you only know the side? And so if I look at this triangle that I have sketched right here, if I can find the longest side, then I know the biggest angle will be opposite of that. So how do you find the biggest angle? Find the longest side and know that it will be opposite. Again, how do you find the shortest side? Well, I find the smallest angle, and then I know the shortest side will be opposite. So find smallest angle number and look opposite or across from it. If you want to use that idea to work on question 5 right here, you need to name the shortest and longest sides. The one thing that causes you a problem is you don't know angle R. Always want to make a good informed decision, so you will have to find out what that is. Add 60 and 58, you will get 118. 180 minus that is going to give you 62 degrees. If you know that that is 62 degrees, looking at the three angles, that's the biggest angle. So you know that PQ is your longest side. Then if you look at the angle measures, you see that angle P is the shortest angle, smallest angle. So that tells you that RQ is your shortest side. Then if we should see what sides of a triangle, first I'm going to talk about question 11 right here. It says, how do you find the range of numbers? What the third side can be if you're given the first two sides. The process for that is to add both numbers and subtract both numbers. That will give you the biggest and the smallest that the third side can be. So if I look at number 12, I'm going to take 30 plus 14 and 30 minus 14. The answers to those two questions, 44 and 16, give me the range. So we write the third side will be between 16 and 44, but not equal to. Notice there is no equal there. Or you can write it in words. Third side between 16 and 44. The one thing you cannot do is you cannot write 16 to 44, because that really is a subtraction symbol, and we don't want to miscommunicate what we intend. Taking that idea and looking at page 2, they just need us to set up the following possible values for x. So again, we're given our two numbers right here and here. We're going to take those two numbers and add them, and we will subtract them. And 2 and 20 is the range. So I know that the third side, 2x plus 5, is between 2 and 20. Then you will subtract 5 from all three parts and then divide by 2 to all three parts to find the possible values for x. For these next two questions, we're going to sketch a triangle that has these side numbers and these angle numbers. we know two things. The shortest side must be on the bottom. So when we draw it, we're going to put the shortest side on the bottom. Of those, that would be 32. And that tells us from the angles, we would choose the smallest angle to be opposite of it, putting it in the corner of the triangle. And we would put the largest angle on the left. So from there, we would choose 97. And opposite of that, we would put the longest side, 61. You go ahead and fill in the other two angles and sides. Number 23, I'm just going to start it with you. It now has the shortest side at the right. So the right is this side. And it has the largest angle at the top. So my largest angle will go on the top, 95. And my shortest side will be at the right here, 72. Those are where those have to be, and then you can figure the rest from there. Moving on to page 3. A couple things I want to make sure that you notice. Please pay attention whenever you're missing an angle. You would always want to find that. So you always want to make good informed decisions before you go any further. So with this one, remember you would add the 60 and the 45. That would be 105. 180 minus 105 is 75. And looking at that, now you know that it is an acute triangle. But without knowing that, you are unsure. So please make sure that you find all missing angle values before you move on. For questions 40 through 46, I think it is here, remember that you can, anywhere in your notes from 4.1 or 4.7, some of the problems will use the exterior angle rule. Some of the triangles will use 180 degrees in a triangle. And some of the triangles, will be isosceles or equilateral and will have equal angles. For the exterior angle, remember these two add up to that angle. 30 plus 20 equals 2x. For the 42, the 180 degree rule, you add up all three corners. So we have 52 plus 90, that's this corner right here, plus x plus 12 equals 180. And for the isosceles triangle rule, if this is the base right here, then these two sides have to be the equal sides. So we have 28 equal to 9x minus 8. Remember that isosceles triangles can be divided in half if that helps you see it any better. Remember this triangle flips over and is the exact same as this triangle. Two equal angles and two equal sides. I know it's not marked on your worksheet, but I'm going to quick look at this very last question, filling in this reasoning table right here. If you're looking at this picture, a couple things you'll notice. You have vertical angles. Once you know 2, you will know 3. But in order to find either one of those, we have to look at the triangles as a whole. On the triangle on the right, we have these two angles. If we add the 44 and the 36, we get 80, which makes this angle 100. So in angle 2 is 100 degrees because there's 180 degrees in a triangle. Then we know angle 3 is 100 because vertical angles are always equal. And then the last one, we have another triangle, and you can find that last angle because you have another 180 degrees in a triangle. All right. So the last thing that I want to do is quick go over all the stuff that you need to make sure that you have for the test. We know that in a triangle, the big sides, or excuse me, the long sides are always opposite the big angles. And the shortest sides are always opposite the smallest angle. And then we also learned that if you have a triangle with two equal sides, you will also have two equal angles. Remembering that these two sides are called the legs, and this is the base. The base has the equal angles on either side. The legs are always congruent, and this angle on top is your vertex angle. That is the one that is different. So always keeping in mind that you have 180 degrees in a triangle total. You can use that if they give you the vertex angle on top. Let's say that's 80 degrees. 180 minus 80 is 100. And if these two both have to be the same, divide that by 2, and you get 50 in each corner. Okay. The other thing with that, remember that we have equilateral triangles, and that would be a triangle where all three sides are the same and all three angles are the same. If that is the case, remember that those angles always measure 60 degrees each. 180 divided by 3 equal angles will always be 60 degrees each. The other main idea that we covered was with the exterior angle rule. Remember, if you have the angle outside of a triangle, it always equals the sum of the two remote interior angles. So you can add these two together to equal up this one. And the reason all of this happens is because the three angles of a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180. Lastly, make sure that you're able to communicate well with your triangles so you know how to classify all of your triangles. Isosceles, equilateral, and scalene. That would be classifying by sides, and also by angles. That would be acute, obtuse, right, and equiangular. All right. Good luck on the test. If you have any questions, make sure you talk to your teacher, send them a Schoology message, talk to a friend, go to YouTube, review this video. Have a good one.